Nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Who lived here, I wonder? Accio! Confringo! I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Accio! Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Aloha, Mora.
Revelio. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Revelio.
Please tell me you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and be worthy of Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hoped to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him, as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not
Revelio.
like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty. It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Lumos! Revelio! Accio! Lumos! Expelliarmus. Accio. Natty must be around here somewhere.
If it thinks it's got half a chance, a werewolf would be on you like
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Revelio! Lumos!
We've got wizards these days, but Miss Emmerich the Evil looks like Puric the Oddball.
Revelio!
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
A wizardkind's best friend. Always happen.
nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Centaurs.
Revelio.
The tales of Beetle the Bard still ring true today.
Accio. Revelio. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! Door. That must have been taken this way. I need to find out quite quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen. Bombarder! Seems luck.
Might want to look up.
Expelliarmus! Stupefy! Protego! Stupefy!
Reducto! You'll feel that.
Incendio!
If you last that long.
Quite conductive,
Depulso.
aren't we?
Stupefy!
Wilkwoods don't know be more. You've made a great mistake. Novice luck.
Depulso!
You're going to regret
Protego!
death through a
Expelliarmus!
Expulso!
Bombarder!
What are your faults?
Time for some assistance.
Protego! Stupefy! Stupefy! Bombarder!
Flash of inspiration. Expulso! This is not going well for you.
Stupefy! Stupefy! Protego! Bombarder!
So close! Trying to make me an admirer of your talent.
Stupefy! Imperial! Crucible!
Barely even felt.
Incendio!
Expulso!
Expelliarmus! Protego!
You got some skills. Expulso! 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 You die for that. Might want to look up.
Expelliarmus!
Now you've gone too far.
Imperio! Bombarda! Expulso! Incendio! Crucio!
Make it stop!
Accio! Confringo!
Oh, the pain! Crucio! How dare you do such a thing to me?
Revelio! The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio. Accio. He must be here somewhere. Revelio. Revelio. Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Revelio. Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to separate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Revelio. Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo.
Let's find Officer Singer and
Revelio.
put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, they've also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Could do worse than hit upon forward. Shopkeepers keep their shelves full. Well, sure I heard something.
Revelio.
I know you.
Accio.
Protego!
Confringo.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Incendio! Expulso!
Protego.
Well,
Depulso. Stupefy.
Saying that.
Capulso.
Reducto.
Accio.
Potato.
Levioso.
Head in the clouds, this one.
Expelliarmus.
Reducto.
without disarming.
Imperium. Levioso.
Back here, all right?
Capulso. Yes. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Crucio.
Pay for that.
Incendio. Incendio. Depulso.
You'll pay for that.
Lumos. Confringo.
Back in the fight.
Accio. Depulso.
Tripping as totally.
Levioso.
Put me down. Treating me like a monster.
Expulso. Protego. Stupefy. Depulso.
Where did you go? Aha! I see.
Accio. Lumos. Stupefy.
An attack.
good for you. Levioso! Depulso! Protego!
What was that?
Stupefy! Depulso!
Protego!
Accio!
Are you
Levioso!
Incendio!
Confringo! Depulso! Expelliarmus!
Come on,
Stupefy!
you afraid to fight back?
Accio! Levioso! Depulso! Depulso! Confringo!
Talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rayban.
Protego!
We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Accio! Depulso! Bombarda! Confringo! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Confringo! Revelio!
There's trouble afoot.
Accio! Shame nobody saw that. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Confringo! Revelio! I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Oh, nice. So
Beginner's luck, I say. You'll not beat me next time.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. It's never been this long. I just know something's happened.
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
There will be hardship, I'm sure of it. But I see triumph in the end.
A measured perception. I have found that we triumph most often when we weather hardship together. Rain does not fall on one roof alone, as my husband was fond of saying. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
You have it! Now, why not practice a new spell on the training dummy? Excellent. I think you have it.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
You're gonna regret coming here.
Revelio! Could this be Mr. Oakes' campsite? Ranrock's loyalists, just ahead. Confringo!
I'm a human.
Protagos! Stupefy! Descendo! Bombarda! Accio! Confringo! Stupefy!
You can't fight! Drag this out longer than necessary! A mission!
Protego!
Why can't I hit you?
Prepare! Now to find out what happened here. Revelio! Revelio! Confringo! Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Confringo! Mr. Oakes' trade journal. This looks intriguing. Revelio. Confringo.
I shall get that goblin health back, hopefully from your corpse.
Incendio! Incendio!
Confringo.
You're embarrassed!
What was that?
Stupefy! Incendio!
You won't get away with that.
Incendio.
Thought you had me there!
Imperio.
What do you need me to do?
Crucium.
You'll regret that!
Confringo. Protego.
I should have been.
Stupefy.
Incendio!
Back for more. Not the right turn.
I will not be your puppet!
Confringo. Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Wizard kind will survive. Somebody there? Hello?
Accio.
There you are.
What do we have here? Confringo. I may have more luck higher up in the keep. Revelio.
You tend to die, do you?
Confringo.
You're here somewhere. I won't rest.
Protego. This is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me. This looks like trouble. Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Levioso!
Kill spells
Imperio.
not for me.
Incendio! Incendio! Accio! Confringo! Capulso! What will we find in here? Revelio.
What was that? It's punishment.
Accio. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. Stupefy.
You won't get away with that.
Confringo.
I shall avenge your death.
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on. You've one less Aloha Mora. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo! Revelio.
He'll learn his lesson after being locked away. You can count on that.
Confringo. Revelio. A boiler door. How to open it? Confringo. Bombarda. Descendo.
No! I will make you pay.
Imperio. Incendio.
Ranrok will no more power!
Protego. Stupefy. Expelliarmus. Depulso.
Unforgivable!
Bombarda. Descendo.
Definitely outmatched. Surely you can see that.
Stupefy. Depulso. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
I wonder if Adelaide's uncle could be down there.
Expelliarmus!
That was meant for me.
Stupid
Taken out! Not quite.
Depulsi!
Not quite.
Depulso! Expelliarmus!
There's some clear.
Stupefy!
I won't rest.
Bombarda! Descendo! Confringo! Incendio!
You won't stop me.
Crucio! Imperium! Confringo! Cabolso! Revelio. Accio.
Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard you speak of it.
I need to find Mr. Oakes' wand. Where could it be?
Confringo! Lumos. Accio. Levioso.
This door must need power from something.
Confringo. Levioso. Confringo!
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
Protego!
Why can't I hit you? You don't believe you can defeat me, do you?
Confringo!
I shall avenge your death. This will not be... Ooh, little moon calf. One less human to worry about.
Confringo!
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Accio! Protego!
Why spread this out longer than necessary? Was that your best?
Confringo!
Easily diverted.
Incendio! Imperio!
Your art isn't in this at all. Your spells glance off of me.
Incendio! Incendio! Revelio! This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free. Incendio!
Pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. My last hope.
Revelio! Incendio! Confringo!
You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. Oh, if only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him. Fringo!
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way. Time for a jaunt, I'd say. Revelio. The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
Gryffindor, over here!
Hello again, Imelda. This course is a bit far from the castle, isn't it?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's actually... thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone. Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident I've posted a time you won't be able to beat.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose, Gryffindor.
Brilliant flying. No success there. This is going well. Brilliant. Brilliant. Made it. Aha! Brilliant! That was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. Not bad. For a Gryffindor. You take care of yourself.
I should let Mr. Weeks know that this... upgrade.
Always said that travel broadens the mind.
Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Lumos.
How's my favourite test flyer? Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the South Course.
Fantastic! Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be...
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an hour when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help. Couldn't have done this without you.
Good for Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.